So first of all, it's killing me that this thing's in the shot, but I'm too lazy to change it. So here we are. So we're doing a single arm overhead dumbbell tricep extension. And it's not directly overhead because this position right here is really tough to get into for people. So when we can lay down a little bit, this position, a lot more people can get into. See how it's not directly over my head, right? I'm leaving my arm where it is and I'm kind of leaning away from it. Now you'll see the setup. It's not the most gracious setup in the world, but it is what it is. We do what we got to do to lengthen the triceps. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're training the triceps in their lengthened position. They get lengthened when we bring that arm up. And so in order to do that, we want to get into this position right here. So you're sitting on the bench. My bench is on 60 degrees. 45 to 60 degrees will both work fine. I've done it on both. I can't decide which I like more. I will help you if you don't have numbers on your bench. You don't know exactly if it's in the right spot. I'll help you just get it in the ballpark of what you see here, something like this. And you're going to sit kind of perpendicularly, squared off to 90 degrees here. I like to pop the seat up here because I'm going to lean into it like this. My non-working arm is out in front here. If you feel more comfortable like this, or like this, or like this, or whatever, it doesn't really matter. This is how I find it to be the most comfortable. If the bench is a little too tall or too short, yeah, you can decide what you want to do with this non-working side arm. You're going to take your dumbbell and you're going to hold the bell end of the dumbbell, right? The bell end. You're not going to hold the bar here, and that's actually going to allow you to get a little bit deeper. Now, if you're really strong, or you're using dumbbells at home, you have the big Bowflex ones, just hold on to the bar, that's totally fine. If you're using dumbbells like this that have a smaller bell end that you can actually grab onto, I recommend you do that. It will allow you to kind of keep that dumbbell facing down a little bit easier. But if you have to hold the handle like this, right, it's gonna work just fine. Everything else is gonna be the same. So feet out in front of you, shoulders squared 90 degrees off the bench here, holding the bell end if you can, arms straight up, and you are going to bring this thing down behind your head as far as you can, right? As far as you comfortably can, where your bicep touches your forearm and that tricep gets a really deep stretch. That's why we're doing this. And from here, you're pressing straight up. Now you'll see that my elbow moves a little bit, right? From here, it probably moves to the right a little bit. I can't see it, but it probably moves to the right a little bit as I go down, and then it moves back to the left as I descend deeper. That's okay. That's your body figuring out what's the best way to move this elbow so I'm in the least discomfort, and that's okay. I'm going as deep as I can, big stretch on the tricep, press all the way up till my arm locks out. Now, if you're holding the bar, I'll demonstrate. It's the same thing here, holding the bar. As I go down, tilting that dumbbell till I get as deep as I can, pressing back up. Again, if you have the big Bowflex dumbbells and it's a little bit annoying, unwieldy, just tough to do because they're a little bit bulky, you can do something like a single arm skull crusher or something else. I'm sure I've put swaps. This won't be your only option, but if you can get into position here, it's a really nice way to train the triceps in their more lengthened position.